Welcome to this webinar entitled Buying a Houseboat, Key Points for Conveyancers. My name is Lorraine Richardson and as you might know, I'm a solicitor and legal trainer. I still do both. I specialised in residential conveyancing for all of my professional career and I hope that what I've got to say is practical, as well as hopefully in places interesting. I have set up my own company now, Adapt Law Limited. If ever you need to find me, I do lots of work for lovely MBL. But if you've got any questions you need to ask me directly, you can find me if you Google Adapt Law. And what we're going to be looking at is the slightly less usual scenario relating to the purchase of a houseboat. And the point about it is that any infrequent transaction is a risk for a conveyancer. And it occurred to me that buying a houseboat is a classic example of that. So those sorts of situations that we don't come across regularly clearly present risks for us. And as far as houseboats specifically are concerned, conveyancing clients are increasingly looking for more eco-friendly, relaxed ways of living, or indeed potentially cheaper ways of living. And a houseboat may tick many of these boxes. So what I'm going to cover in this webinar is some of the key points for you to consider, some of the differences, some of the things you need to look out for. And what I'm going to consider in varying degrees of detail is just survey and safety issues, how a houseboat is classified, the sorts of mooring and specifically, where moorings can be obtained from, how a houseboat might be paid for, the documents that might be needed. There are a few little tax points to think about, and there have been cases regarding squatters' rights, which I will just sort of mention at the end. But really, as with any transaction, I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, far from it, but some initial questions that you need to be clear about when your client instructs you on something a bit less usual is for you to be quite clear, what is the client buying and what are they instructing you to do?